this episode of Bedtime Stories, we will explore a forgotten mysterious event that took place in a peaceful town, leaving its residents haunted to this day. This bone-chilling story involves unexplained deaths and hides an inconceivable piece of evidence. Join us as we uncover the truth behind the Deep Springs incident. On a warm summer night in July, the small town of Deep Springs was enveloped in the sweltering heat. Located in a remote region of the American Midwest, the town was surrounded by lush forests and babbling streams, creating an enchanting atmosphere. However, the tranquility of this place was shattered one fateful evening in 1979. That night, 12-year-old Jamie and his friends were playing in an abandoned warehouse at the outskirts of town. Engrossed in their typical adventures, they chased and frolicked among the dilapidated structures, relishing in the freedom of a summer's night. Suddenly, they noticed a strange red glow piercing through the darkness of the forest, hovering above a nearby stream. The luminous light beckoned to them, enticing their curiosity. Ignorant of the dangers that lay ahead, they decided to investigate. As they ventured closer to the source of the glow, an eerie chill permeated the air. The red light seemed to hover in midair, revealing an unusual silhouette. It stood approximately 4 feet tall, almost transparent, emanating an otherworldly glow. Mesmerized by the sight, the children stood transfixed, unaware of what awaited them. In an instant, Jamie lost consciousness, as if struck by an invisible force. When Jamie regained consciousness, everything was eerily still, as if time itself had frozen. His surroundings appeared distorted, and nothing resembled the place they had left behind. The trees in the vicinity seemed to flicker faintly, while an inexplicable scent permeated the air. Jamie struggled to his feet, only to find his friends gradually regaining their senses, their eyes filled with fear and confusion. None of them could make sense of what had just transpired. The following morning, Jamie's parents discovered him lying unconscious on the doorstep, disheveled and incoherent. He kept mumbling about the red light and the touch of icy hands, yet nobody was willing to believe the ramblings of a child. However, upon investigation, the local authorities discovered inexplicable marks on Jamie's body, as if caused by a metallic object. The baffled police officers delved further into their inquiries and uncovered several similar incidents reported within the past 6 months. Strangely enough, fragments of unidentified objects were always found near the sites where these incidents occurred. Laboratory analysis revealed that the composition of these fragments did not match any known metals on Earth. As more testimonies and evidence surfaced, mysterious disappearances became alarmingly frequent among the residents of Deep Springs. The town catapulted into the national spotlight, capturing the attention of both the media and even the military. What had unfolded in this town? What secrets lay hidden behind these inexplicable phenomena? These are questions we aim to unravel today. Join us as we delve deeper into this spine-chilling incident and uncover the secrets of Deep Springs. As events unfolded and the shocking truth started to unfold, more eyewitnesses stepped forward, sharing their bizarre encounters. The first to come forward was Mary Peterson, a retired 65-year-old teacher who lived less than a mile from where Jamie discovered the red glow. Mary witnessed what she described as a supernatural phenomenon on that fateful night. That night, as I prepared to go to bed, a piercing sound echoed from outside my window, recounted Mary. I walked to the window and witnessed a bright red glow emanating from deep within the forest. The glow intensified, revealing a massive disc-shaped object hovering in the sky, radiating an inexplicable light. This was Mary's first experience witnessing such a strange spectacle. She described her heart racing, her palms growing clammy. I felt drawn to the scene, unable to tear my eyes away, she said. Suddenly, the glow began descending slowly before vanishing into the surrounding trees. Mary's testimony caught the attention of the local authorities, prompting them to investigate the location she described. During their search, they indeed discovered inexplicable traces, including scorch marks on the ground and peculiar metallic fragments. These findings further corroborated Mary's account of the events. The second eyewitness was Joe Turner, a local truck driver. On that same night, Joe was driving along the highway just outside of town. He recalled seeing an unusual red light flickering in the night sky, leaving behind a trail of mysterious patterns. That night, I had just completed a long-haul journey and was returning to town, Joe recalled. I spotted an odd red glow in the distance, hovering above the forest. It moved across the horizon, as if searching for something. I had never witnessed such a bizarre sight. Curiosity propelled Joe to approach the illuminated area. However, as he drew closer, his truck's engine inexplicably died, and all electronic devices ceased to function. Gripped by fear, he hastily retreated, but his testimony added credibility to the events that unfolded that night. With an increasing number of witnesses coming forward, the residents of Deep Springs began to realize that their once serene town was no longer safe and tranquil. Tension pervaded the atmosphere, and speculations ran rife. Some believed it to be evidence of extraterrestrial visitations, while others suspected clandestine governmental experiments. Faced with an abundance of eyewitness accounts and inexplicable phenomena, the local authorities swiftly assembled a task force. However, they soon realized that the complexity of the events exceeded their capabilities. The Deep Springs incident garnered nationwide media attention, drawing news reporters from various outlets keen to amplify the peculiar happenings. Headlines, televised broadcasts, and a myriad of reports turned this once peaceful town into a cacophony of noise. Simultaneously, the Federal Bureau of Investigation and the military became actively involved in the investigation. To contain the situation, Deep Springs underwent temporary lockdown, prohibiting access to both ordinary residents and the press. According to anonymous government insiders, the military conducted covert searches and tests within the forest, employing cutting-edge equipment to detect any abnormal phenomena. During weeks of investigation, military experts stumbled upon another startling discovery. They detected faint traces of radiation in the vicinity of where Jamie and Mary had witnessed the red glow. The source of this radiation remained elusive, but it seemed to substantiate the occurrence of an inexplicable phenomenon in the forest. Furthermore, remnants of unidentified objects were discovered in the lake surrounding the town. Comprehensive analysis revealed that these debris contained metals unfamiliar to terrestrial science. Though the military maintained tight-lipped about their findings, rampant speculation connected these fragments to the unexplained phenomena and the red glow. As investigations delved deeper, researchers unearthed the hidden history of Deep Springs. It transpired that the establishment of the town was intertwined with an obscure and rarely discussed past. As far back as the mid-19th century, rumors circulated among the local indigenous population about mysterious lights and baffling disappearances in the vicinity. According to these accounts, meteor-like lights streaked across the sky, followed by the mysterious vanishing of several individuals who were never seen again. During World War II, the forests surrounding Deep Springs purportedly served as a clandestine experimental site for undisclosed military technologies. Rumors abounded, suggesting that the area was used for research into anti-gravity and high-energy substances. The details about these experiments remained elusive, but speculation linked them to the events of the Deep Springs incident. As the tension escalated, deep-seated concerns spread among the residents of Deep Springs. They formed ad hoc vigilante groups, patrolling the town at night in an attempt to protect their families and properties. The local police station was inundated with phone calls reporting strange lights and unidentified sounds, yet the authorities were unable to provide a satisfactory explanation. Evelyn Thompson, a single mother, rarely let her children wander far from their home after the incidents. She often heard peculiar sounds emanating from the surrounding forest during the stillness of the night, sometimes metallic grinding, sometimes a low hum. These sounds kept her awake, and when she attempted to seek help from others, she discovered that she was not alone in hearing them. Thompson's family was not the only one plagued by these disturbances. Dr. Marie Coleman, the town's physician, recently attended to several patients claiming to have suddenly lost consciousness during the night, only to wake up with no recollection of where or why they had collapsed. Although these patients exhibited no signs of physical ailments, they unanimously described an uncanny sensation of being controlled by an unseen force. Amidst the growing unease among the town's residents, a mysterious individual emerged, capturing everyone's attention. This person introduced themselves as George Carter, an independent investigator who claimed to have extensive experience in studying similar incidents and possessing a deep understanding of extraterrestrial phenomena. George's arrival instilled a glimmer of hope within some residents, who were willing to share their experiences and clues with him. George's presence injected new perspectives into the investigation. He meticulously documented all the eyewitness testimonies and diligently searched for connections among the events. During one of his investigations, George discovered a peculiar metallic fragment at the spot where Jamie and the other children had encountered the red glow. This fragment bore enigmatic symbols, and upon analysis, they seemed to represent an unresolved linguistic mystery. Simultaneously, George observed frequent malfunctions of electronic devices in and around the town, especially during the evening hours. Telephones, televisions, and radios ceased to function, and their failures coincided with the appearances of the mysterious glow. George suspected that these phenomena may be caused by high-energy electromagnetic waves. He decided to employ specialized equipment to conduct extensive electromagnetic wave scans across the town. After weeks of investigation, George made a significant breakthrough. He noticed that the anomalous electromagnetic waves consistently appeared at specific times and locations near the perimeter of the forest. Determined, George ventured deep into the forest, in search of the source of this mysterious force. During a pitch-black night, accompanied by his equipment and a few courageous locals, George proceeded further into the foreboding forest. As they advanced, the intensity of the electromagnetic waves increased, rendering their instruments nearly overwhelmed. Eventually, they halted before a hidden cave entrance emanating a feeble red glow, an unmistakable target. With caution, they entered the cave, discovering what appeared to be an abandoned laboratory. Layers of dust blanketed the area, but amid the remnants of various equipment and records, one centerpiece stood out, a colossal machine resembling something out of a sci-fi novel, radiating a faint red glow at its core. George swiftly investigated the remnants left behind, unearthing a shocking secret. The machine, as it turned out, was part of an anti-gravity experiment conducted during World War II. The device aimed to leverage high-energy electromagnetic waves in the creation of an anti-gravity field. However, due to technological limitations, the experiment repeatedly failed, eventually leading to the abandonment of the apparatus. As George and his team meticulously assembled the evidence, the machine suddenly emitted a deep, ominous hum, and the red glow intensified. The contraption seemed to activate, causing the entire cave to tremble, and their instruments indicated dangerously elevated electromagnetic wave readings. Realizing the imminent danger, George hastily led the team to safety. As they made their way out of the cave, the machine emitted a deafening roar, triggering a powerful earthquake, causing the cave to collapse behind them. Although they miraculously escaped unscathed, all the evidence and machinery were buried beneath the rubble. Gradually, the Deep Springs incident settled into quietude. Residents resumed their lives, albeit with the specter of the red glow still haunting their memories. Arthur Williams, a historian from the town, resolved to document these events as a cautionary tale for future generations. Though the precise truth remains elusive, the Deep Springs incident revealed the potential consequences when technological experimentation intertwines with unknown forces. As George aptly stated, the secrets of this town may never be fully unraveled. However, it signifies the courage and wisdom required to confront the unknown. The Deep Springs incident serves as both a tale of terror and mystery, compelling us to seek truth and challenge ourselves when faced with the unknown. The nights in Deep Springs reclaim their tranquility, but deep within the dense forest, a faint hum lingers, serving as a reminder that some things should never be forgotten.